Hey fam, Sarah here. Welcome back to our channel. As you guys know, it is back to school season and your girl is still a homeschool mom. I'm actually enrolled in school at the current moment, but that's another story for another day. However, I'm still homeschooling. If you've been following us for a long time, you know that at the beginning of my homeschool journey, I really just kind of stuck with making my own plan. And while that was good and all, your girl had switched it up. Last year, I decided to try something totally new. I just wanted to, I don't know, I had the littles and I just was not in the mood for the struggle. So, nor I feel like I didn't have the time. So I wanted it simplified really. And that's when I discovered The Good and the Beautiful, and they have a curriculum. In fact, a lot of the curriculum is actually printable. It's free. You can print it off. And I want to preface this video by saying this video is definitely not sponsored. Paid for all of this my own money, $519 of it, because we live in Canada, and even though I ordered it, by the time my total was like $380, by the time tax goes in it, I don't know, duty cost, I don't know, I paid $66 for delivery. Yeah, it's a lot. And the conversion from Canadian to American, by the time I was done, it was $519. So let's make that clear. Anyways, that being said, you can print off the curriculum, but it's just, I did some calculations, mostly for the time and effort that it was going to require me to print like 1,000,000 pages off and bind them and also have them looking pristine and also in ink, because if you guys have ever worked with the Good and the Beautiful books, they are beautiful. They really are beautiful. And so I feel like I couldn't measure up to that, and it would take a lot of ink to even try to measure up or even come close, and it's not even going to come close. So anyways, that said, I wanted to do a little bit of an unboxing, show you the items that we got curriculum wise, because I just want to share with you guys to, you know, so you guys can see, maybe as I film like some homeschool day in the life videos and various kind of videos, you know, some of the things we're working from. First of all, in case you're wondering about the background, I am currently in my library. It is a hot mess right now. If you guys want to see a little glimpse, I'll show you. But there are books everywhere. My daughter and I are going to be tackling that in the near future, like near future, but it's just a nice little quiet area for a mom of five to film. However, I am down here without a box cutter, so I'm doing this by hand. That was relatively easy. One of the first things that I ordered for my daughter was Language, Arts, and Literature Level 3. So last year was our first year embarking up on just using The Good and the Beautiful at all, and then embarking up on this language arts book. And when I tell you it was phenomenal, I absolutely loved it. It's just like, guys, just the color and the pages alone just makes me want to teach. Like the examples, the instructions that it provides with how to teach is so straightforward. My daughter is capable of reading her own instructions and can follow 99% of what it says in here, but we still sit down. I'm always at the table when they're doing their work, and you know, I can leave her for minutes at a time if I need to go prepare lunch or do simple things like that, and she's still following along, and if she needs me I can just run back. Anyways, this contains a lot of phonics, writing, reading, grammar, punctuation, spelling, literature, geography, and art. And I find that it's really cool that it includes all of these things. Yeah, I don't really feel like I have to really supplement anything in here. The only time that I usually have to do that is like maybe this when it gets to like Canadian geography. Every now and I'll throw in my own little things with like my own maps and stuff like that, because we do live in Canada and these books are American, and so that's the only struggle I ever run into. The next book I got is Math 3, which corresponds with, it's just a, you know, the age that she's at, and like I was saying, this is kind of like the only time that I really find I embark upon issues, I guess. Not issues, I shouldn't call them issues, but I will supplement a little bit using like our own Canadian coins. I have like a box of like money that I bought. It's plastic, but it represents our coin here. So while we're going through the book, we are usually focusing on American coins, American currency, but we are Canadian, so it's very imperative that we learn this on our end too. So that's the only time that I tend to supplement a little bit to help just to help things move smoothly, so we understand and we're learning what applies to us in the country that we live in. Anyways, book looks amazing as per usual. It's just like a whole combination of just a lot of stuff. I love how entertaining it is. I love how it gets the kids moving. I love how the kids get up and they move and they measure and they do all types of things to keep them excited about learning. It's even more in-depth than what I was providing before, because we did do experiment. We bought special books when I was building my own curriculum, but it's still just not at this level, and I'm just so excited about this level. We also got handwriting in level 3. My daughter knows how to print really well, and so we're just getting into actual cursive writing. So definitely really cool. And I do love that it always comes with like a picture, not always, but some page features a picture that you can color and various things like that, little creatures that you can color. And just it's just like a little, you know, little extra to do. And sometimes we don't do it if we don't have enough time. But if they have time to spare, especially if we're like transitioning into the next subject, it's just a little thing they can do in the meantime. So the next thing that I got is this Math K. My son is 4. He's turning 5 at the end of the year, and so this would be the year that he would start like pre-K, and I am getting him started in K. So maybe essentially skipping a grade, just because we've been doing kind of K math already, and I just didn't want to start off with things to put him, I don't know. I didn't want to, because these books are quite pricey. I figured if he is not up to this for whatever the reason is, I can always do some printouts of the free stuff. But I want to get him started with this one. So it's basically similar to the first book that I showed you for level 3. It's just a different level. So I just opened the second box, and in there I did find the Math K. I called this a math box. We have a bigger one, and that was called the math box. I'm not sure what this is called. This is just called Math K, and I guess it has a bunch of things that just comes with it. It's like, it's got like dice, like a dice that goes from 1 to 6. It's got a number dice from 7 to 12, 2 equation dice, 2 game pawns, 3 cars, and 15 counting sticks. So it has all these different things that corresponds with the book that helps the child learn, and not just like doing just paperwork, but also hands-on like counting. A lot of the times in our homeschooling we utilize an abacus, and we are also very big on using fingers. We let's not show you my janky nails, but we have fingers, and we utilize our fingers, and we are able to say count from within using ourselves as well. Sometimes it's like, what's 20 plus 5? Well, I'm 20, let's add 5 to it. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, we utilize various things, so the things inside of the math box as well will come in handy. I did realize I forgot that one actually came with a Unit 3 book as well, and it's something similar, except it's more age appropriate, I guess, for what's inside that book, the level 3 book. This one comes with a tape measure, an array mat, I'm not even sure what that is, 1 standard dice, 10-sided dice, 2 volume dice, 2 game pawns, 2 set of tangram and pattern block pieces. So that will be an interesting unboxing. I am kind of doing a haul right now, but maybe I'll have to do an unboxing video separate, because I'm not doing that at the current moment. Then I also got my son a literature and arts book in level K as well. Now, like I said, he would be going in pre-K, but I did choose this level because it just seemed, I don't know, I feel like I could have gotten him a grade 1, because he is very, very advanced when it comes to reading and writing. His writing is really neat. His writing is so neat. Like, recently we went to the shop and we sponsored like a child, and we got one of those pamphlet things that you write your name on, and he wrote his name, and the cashier lady was so impressed. She was shocked at how well he can read. That's just like a little mommy brag. I'm not not to brag on anyone, but I'm just so excited. It just makes me happy. So he is, I would say, still a little bit beyond this, but I just found that I just thought it would give him practice. And honestly, I didn't mind the amount that I paid for this, because I didn't pay for this. Like, does it come with the whole kit? Yeah, I just decided to just sacrifice, and kind of, I want foundation to be there regardless. Sometimes, you know, with our kids, if they're advanced or they know certain things, it doesn't mean that they know all of them. And so I find that this will be helpful with him reading. He's a very good reader, so he can read his own instructions. And as I'm there, so when I say that, I'm actually sitting right there. It's just always good watching him practice to continuing to read while I'm there, and just reading and also comprehending what he's reading, which is so cool. And yeah, so this book will definitely, I look at it and I'm like, he'll get a lot of this. I'm sure, you know, there are things like he recognized sight words like this, I know he'll get. So I just decided to try this level. If it's too, you know, boring and it's not challenging him, we'll figure that part out when we get there. Even though that's a tough one to figure out, because I can't order like just 2 books and pay $66 in shipping. That's crazy. Anyways, I also ordered an answer key, math answer key for the level 3. I didn't have one last year, to be fair, but honestly, as we're going through, anything that was in there was very simple and like it was very easy. That things that I understood. I hadn't really came across too much in there or anything really that I can say that I didn't understand. And if there was, for a second, there was something I didn't understand, it was something I could look it up, but that may have happened maybe once or twice. So this is really good that grade 3 does come with an answer key, because it just touches base on different things. And the answer key popped out at me and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna grab that. It just makes life simpler. These days I'm about simplifying things, and hence why I'm willing to pay the $500 to do that. Okay, so there are a bunch of books that came with this, I think. Let's look at this. I'm thinking this reading booster card I think these cards corresponds with my son's literature book, and it's just going through like sight words and reading cards, like showing you how to read certain sentences, how words are constructed, and just how to practice like the sounds of the vowels and just things of that nature. That's what the booster cards are all about, booster reading. It did tell, I'm just noticing that it says to master these things before starting the course. I don't even think I knew that last time around, and we just kind of got into it. But at the same token, my daughter was really, she too has been like advanced with reading, so it never really embarked upon any issues. And as we encounter some of these things throughout, it does make reference again to read booster card and read booster books. So we did those in conjunction with that. For my daughter, wow, okay, this is so cool, because I had no idea that it came with spelling. That's so nice. It comes with spelling practice. Traditionally, I always buy a spelling book on like externally, and I do have one upstairs, so now I won't have to use that because this kind of goes with it. And I'm probably sure this is going to correspond with the book somehow, which is, I think that's the part that I absolutely love about this as well, is just that you're teaching across the board and introducing different things, keeping reading super interesting to your child without even bursting your brain. You're just going with the flow, and it is so simplified and so fun that like it just brings so much joy to my teaching life. Absolutely love it. So this is really cool that it has like this whole spelling book. I don't know, did I just not look at that when I ordered? Because I didn't have to order that separate. It did come, I guess, with her literature book. I also ordered handwriting for level K for my son. Once again, I did say that he is advanced in this, but I just wanted him to practice because I do like the structure and the routine of like homeschooling. And so he's going to be at the table doing stuff with myself and my daughter. And while his time frame of being there isn't going to be the same, I do want him to be able to feel like he's doing the same thing. So we're doing math, we're doing the literature, we're doing spelling, and you know, our reading and different things, and it's just like we're all doing it at the same time. In fact, he is probably like, he is so disciplined with his work so far. He just sits there and he does it, gets it done, and he's just ready to go off and play, and I love that for him, and I love it for me. Okay, so the next book that, I don't know, I'm not sure what this came with, but we got 3 books here. I think the literature book came with these books. It's called The Kingdom of Kind. These are just some short stories and things like that comes with it. And are they chapter books? I think, oh, they're chapter books, right? Yeah, table of contents, the gold coin. Oh, they contain mini stories. So these books contain mini stories that I'm going to read to my children, and that one is called Kingdom of Kind. And then we've got Heather and the Highland Ponies. The funny thing is, I was checking out an unboxing of someone, and they were showing these books, and then I went hunting for them on the on the website and I couldn't find them, but then I didn't really look that hard because I was like, I'm not ordering again right now to pay a big shipping cost. I'm like, I'm gonna have to leave it again till next year. But when they were showing these books, they were saying how much they love them, how much their children love them, and that they were really cute stories. And the lady was reading just like like a little clip of the stories, and I was like, oh man, I really should have just taken the plunge and just went for it. But I already felt like I spent enough on this curriculum. I'm like, okay. But I do love it. Anyways, this is called Timothy and the 10th Floor. And once again, is that just one title? Yeah, I don't know if it's just one big story, but it does have a table of contents with all these different, yeah, I think it's just one big story. And these are stories that we read to the children. So, and then I also got the Reading Booster Cards A, and I'm really glad I got my hands on this because I think I have B for my daughter, and now I have A for my son. So it tells you what it's about. It's got like CVC words, word families, ending consonant blends, just basically teaching you like word combos, word combinations, how to put them together, how words are formed. And especially with the English language, some words are just like random, like it's not a word you can pronounce or read the same way. So it is basically one of those sight words that you have to recognize. And yeah, these books contains a lot of those little mini words and stuff like that. And my daughter she loves these. She just, every time throughout the book as you read, when it's like maybe to get your parents started, it's like, okay, here the child should read a book from Booster, and it's like you can read it to them, but if they're also at the age level where they want to read it, they can read it. For my daughter who is going in grade 3, for her, she always read it to herself. It was like quiet reading time as I got my pens and different things together. So that's pretty much that from the good and the beautiful. But then I want to show you a quick little unboxing of some corresponding things that I bought. I did buy them. I always love to do devotional with the kids, and that is something. I had a really phenomenal book that I've worked with in the past, and somehow I don't know if we misplaced them. Maybe I got rid of them just because, or they're packed away. I need to find them again because I don't know where they are, but they were also still probably too advanced for my children right now. So I've always been on the hunt looking for ones for the little kids anyways. And I don't know, I still feel like I'm not finding exactly what I'm looking for, but I found something that is helpful that I can work with right now, and it's from Amazon. So I will also link this down below from my Amazon storefront. If you choose to click the link, just be aware that I will get paid like some cents or something like that, just so you know. But I really wanted to share with you my finds because I thought they were really cute. Okay. Oh, okay. So as you guys can see, so I got this one. It's called Christian Gratitude Journal for Kids. And I got to see a small glimpse of it on, Amazon. So I kind of knew what to expect. You come into each day and it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You kind of circle which day it is and write the date. And then you kind of go, I thank the Lord for what? And you list 3 things. And then today I will strive to be such and such. And it's basically the same repetitiveness each day, but so it's just a gratitude journal. It's definitely not the devotional that I'm looking for, and it's definitely not a supplemental of that either. So I'm still in search of that. If any of you guys are homeschool moms or you have any idea for a good devotion, please just share that with me down below. But I did get 2 because, like I said, my son's a strong writer, so I decided to make sure I got him one, and this is something they're both going to be doing together. I also got my daughter a nice Bible coloring book. So it teaches different things. The Lord your God is with you wherever you go. God even knows how many hairs are on your head, and it gives you the scripture. I just want to find subtle way, like, it doesn't have to be subtle, but I want to find more ways to incorporate God into my child's daily work. In the good and beautiful, it's in there because this is like, it is a Christian homeschool thing, from what I gather, but it doesn't touch base too much on it, so you have to kind of supplement it with your own Christian devotion and learning and things of that nature. So I grabbed those. And last but not least, I grabbed myself what is it? A journal. I got myself a journal, okay? So let's see. It is kind of, is it small? I don't know. Over the years, my journals have ranged. Sometimes they've been much bigger, other times they have been smaller. And from what I see, let's see. This one is very simple. So this one looks like this. It is just a beautiful colored journal, and it just looks just for planning every day. I feel like it will work for what I needed to do. And this time I actually spent a fraction of what I usually spend on it. I think this was on Amazon for about $10, I believe. I think it was a sale, but the original price wasn't too far off either. It was like 12 something. And let me jump back to these books real quick. The devotions, these were, I think, under $10, and so was this. I think it was like $7. So I'm going to go ahead and put the links to these in the description box for you guys, as well as for the planner if you're a mom or a student who is in need of a planner. I just love the amount of space that's in there. I love the little sections weekly to do on the side over here. Grateful for as well. And just, I love that it has a calendar. It does have the monthly spread, but then it also has like the weekly day-to-day. Now, the one thing I can say, obviously, the pages are a little bit thinner in this one than I'm used to, but it's actually not bad at all. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's gonna do the trick because it's planners for me. I don't keep them. It would be a lot to just keep them endlessly, so I do kind of discard them, not necessarily right at that end of that season, but the following season it will get discarded. And so it's just another thing, and this stuff all costs a lot of money, and overall I'm secure. I'm good with what I have. Devotion, that's the only thing that I still need to get, is a devotion, and maybe a history, something history, even though I have a big history curriculum that was sent to me before. So I do currently have a history curriculum that was that I had in the past that we technically just started, because it's something that we will be learning over a bunch of years, over about 2 to 3 years, because it's a lot. It's a world history curriculum, but I do want to factor in some Canadian stuff in the midst of that. But yeah, but that is it for my haul, guys. I hope it wasn't all over the place. It's just me getting back into the swing of things on this channel. I haven't vlogged in a while or filmed in a while, but if you guys want to see more homeschooling content, if you want to see the day in the life as to how we homeschool, definitely check out our keep watching and check out our channel. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you can get the notifications of when we upload. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.